What if I told you that becoming a cyborg isn't just a concept from a science fiction novel or a Hollywood blockbuster? It's an emerging reality rooted in cutting-edge science and technology. Imagine interfacing your brain directly with a computer, blurring the line between human and machine. Picture gaining technological superpowers, such as controlling devices with your thoughts, enhancing your cognitive abilities, or even experiencing virtual worlds as vividly as the real one. It might sound like something out of a futuristic dream, but brace yourself, because this incredible future is unfolding right now. The advancements in brain-computer interfaces (BCIs) are not just theoretical. They're happening today, offering a glimpse into a world where human potential could be limitless. Whether it's helping individuals with disabilities regain control over their lives or augmenting human capabilities beyond natural limits, the possibilities are endless. And the best part? You could be part of this groundbreaking journey, experiencing these innovations firsthand in your lifetime. Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. Today, we're diving deep into the mind-blowing world of brain-computer interfaces, or BCIs. You might think this technology is still a long way off, but guess what? It's happening right now, and companies like Neuralink are just the tip of the iceberg. Let's explore how you could become a real-life cyborg. Our journey begins in the 1920s with a brilliant scientist named Hans Berger. He's the guy who first discovered that our brains are like electric circuits, firing off signals in rhythmic patterns we call brain waves. Thanks to his pioneering work, we now have a technology called electroencephalography, or EEG, that lets us peek inside our brains and see these waves in action. Back then, EEG experiments were, well, let's just say they were a bit primitive. Imagine having silver wires jammed into your scalp. But those early steps were crucial for what was to come. Fast forward to the late 90s, and we finally had computers advanced enough to decode the brain's complex signals. Enter the era of modern BCIs. Instead of crude wires, we now have the UTO array, a tiny metal square bristling with electrode pins. These pins go directly into the brain's cerebral cortex, capturing high-resolution data from the neurons, the brain's transmitters and receivers. Think of neurons as the stars in a cosmic web of intelligence, and BCIs as our telescope, zooming in on the action. But why go through all this trouble? Simple, to help people with severe disabilities. BCIs can bridge the gap between a paralyzed brain and the rest of the world. For instance, Gertie and Oscar, paralyzed from the waist down, is now walking again thanks to a brain-to-spine interface. His brain signals are decoded and sent to electrodes in his spine, making movement possible. Now, let's talk about Neuralink, Elon Musk's brainchild. Neuralink is pushing the boundaries of what's possible in BCIs. Instead of using rigid UTO arrays, they employ a lacy mesh of flexible wires that can connect to thousands of neurons. This design is not only more effective, but also less damaging to brain tissue. And get this, Neuralink uses a robot to implant these wires, making the procedure safer and more precise. Imagine a sewing machine stitching tiny threads into your brain, all without the need for a neurosurgeon. The implant itself is as discreet as a coin and connects wirelessly via Bluetooth. So you could walk around with a supercomputer in your head, and no one would even know. But what if you're not ready for brain surgery? No worries, there's an easier way to dip your toes into BCI tech. Meet Kernel BCI. An OpenBCI kernel offers non-invasive headsets that can monitor your brain activity without breaking the skin. You can even observe how your brain reacts to various stimuli, like psychedelic therapy. Imagine a high-tech space hat that reads your mind. And for the DIY enthusiasts, OpenBCI has open-sourced their hardware and software. For a modest price, you can build your own biosensing headset. Their latest project, Galia, integrates biosensors with a VR headset, creating the ultimate immersive experience. You could literally become a cyborg in your living room. But the potential of BCIs doesn't stop at enhancing our physical and cognitive abilities. Researchers are also exploring the possibility of direct brain-to-brain communication. Imagine sharing your thoughts and emotions with someone else without saying a word, a form of telepathy made real. This technology could revolutionize communication, allowing for unprecedented levels of understanding and empathy. However, it also raises significant privacy concerns. As we develop the ability to read and interpret brain signals, we must consider the ethical implications. How do we protect our innermost thoughts from unauthorized access? The potential for misuse, such as reading someone's thoughts without their consent, is a serious issue that must be addressed as this technology advances. Moreover, while the dream of becoming a cyborg may seem within reach, there are significant challenges to making BCIs accessible and affordable for everyone. The technology is still expensive and complex, limiting its availability. For BCIs to become a common part of our daily lives, they need to be scalable and user-friendly. This means reducing costs, simplifying the technology, and ensuring that it's accessible to the general public. As we stand on the brink of a new era, the questions we must grapple with extend beyond the technological. The ethical, social, and philosophical implications of integrating machines with a human mind are profound. Will BCIs remain a tool for medical rehabilitation, or will they evolve into a mainstream enhancement for everyone? How will society adapt to a world where thoughts can be shared as easily as text messages? And perhaps most importantly, how will we protect individual privacy in an age where even our thoughts could be vulnerable to hacking? The journey toward becoming cyborgs, blending our biological essence with cutting-edge technology, is both exhilarating and daunting. It's a journey that promises to reshape our understanding of what it means to be human. Whether we're on the verge of a new frontier in communication, cognitive enhancement, or even consciousness exploration, one thing is clear: the future is full of possibilities, and it's happening faster than we ever imagined. But the potential of BCIs doesn't stop at enhancing our physical and cognitive abilities. Researchers are also exploring the possibility of direct brain-to-brain communication. Imagine sharing your thoughts and emotions with someone else without saying a word, a form of telepathy made real. This technology could revolutionize communication, allowing for unprecedented levels of understanding and empathy. However, it also raises significant privacy concerns. As we develop the ability to read and interpret brain signals, we must consider the ethical implications. How do we protect our innermost thoughts from unauthorized access? The potential for misuse, such as reading someone's thoughts without their consent, is a serious issue that must be addressed as this technology advances. Moreover, while the dream of becoming a cyborg may seem within reach, there are significant challenges to making BCIs accessible and affordable for everyone. The technology is still expensive and complex, limiting its availability. For BCIs to become a common part of our daily lives, they need to be scalable and user-friendly. This means reducing costs, simplifying the technology, and ensuring that it's accessible to the general public. BCIs also have the potential to revolutionize virtual reality VR experiences. By directly interfacing with the user's brain, BCIs could make VR worlds more immersive than ever before, allowing users to experience simulated senses and emotions. Imagine feeling the warmth of the sun in a virtual environment, or the rush of excitement in a thrilling game, all through the power of your mind. In the realm of creativity, some artists are experimenting with BCIs to create music directly from their brainwaves. This brain-computer music allows them to compose pieces based on their emotional and mental states, offering a new, intimate form of artistic expression. The medical applications of BCIs are particularly groundbreaking. These systems are currently being used to help individuals with conditions like ALS, stroke, and spinal cord injuries. By decoding their brain signals, BCIs enable these individuals to communicate, control prosthetic limbs, and even drive wheelchairs using thought alone. This not only improves their quality of life, but also opens up new avenues for independence and self-expression. So, as we venture into this brave new world, let's do so with excitement, curiosity, and a healthy dose of caution. The future of BCIs is not just a scientific or technological challenge, it's a deeply human one. And whether you're a tech enthusiast, a philosopher, or just someone curious about the future, there's a role for you in this unfolding story. That's it for today's deep dive into the fascinating realm of brain-computer interfaces. If this video sparked your imagination, give us a thumbs up.